I Can, I Will, Scott Gwen, Deshaun Santiago Jackson, G Money Jeff. We got a new Apex Predator, brother Jeff Hill. We got guys forming in now. We got guys who are actually a part of this thing, man. Who are actually support and want the good work. Right? That's what this is about. We're gonna get into it. And all the Apex Predator members, if you have any questions, I will answer them first and foremost. I know a lot of guys probably want to comment, but hey, listen, if you like to become an Apex Predator member, I will put the link up there for you to become a member. We're going to get into this thing, man. Because a lot of guys been waiting a long time, been waiting a while for me to do this. There's the link. If you want to become a member, check out the perks and everything. Shout out to John Ham. Good evening, Deshaun Santiago Jackson. Thank you for contributing, Brother John. Let's dive into this because it's listen, Kanye, and I don't want to knock anybody down who's actually married and say, man, see, your marriage gonna end, man. That's not my job, right? My job is to highlight facts. What can men learn from certain individuals? This is what a part of life is. See, a smart man learns from his mistakes. A genius learns from others' mistakes. Kanye knew he was done for soon. He was married a pass around. And that's the thing, guys. Kim Kardashian was a pass around. Did he think that all the beats and the money and the talent he has? Listen, Kanye West is from Chicago, just like I am, born and raised. Listen, you can't change a promiscuous woman to be a housewife. You gotta understand. However you found her is however you're gonna end up. Or however you're gonna lose her, excuse me. Josh said, just gave a girl my business card with my number, no more apps. Hey, thank you. Shout out to brother Josh, man. Get off these dating apps, man. I keep telling y'all, get off. Only thing it's doing is crushing your spirit. Only thing these dating apps are doing is giving women, these trash women ego boosts. You guys have to get off the apps, please. For your own sanity. Heck, don't do it. Listen, don't do it for me. I've been off the apps. I know the results. I see the success and the overall well-being being improved. Mentally, financially, psychologically. Get off those dating apps, man. I'm telling you. Because guys, you're still having sex with trash women anyway. That's what dating apps are for. Terrell Torres says, Kanye a hypocrite. Shout out to brother Josh. He said it's his birthday. Give Josh a hand clap. We got more guys that's going to foul in. But we're going to get into this Kanye West and Dr. Dre, man. We're going to tag team them. That's why relationships from people who meet off apps never actually last. Yeah. See, when you meet off a dating app, guys, you're meeting a woman who's already broken. She's already flawed. She's on an app for a reason. And on top of that, she has so many different suitors, so many guys that's trying to smash and get at her. So many thirsty dudes that when she chose you, she already thinks she's better than you. That's the messed up part about it. Shout out to Mr. Jamel the King. This is what I tell guys. Listen, you can stay on them if you want to, but the fact of the matter is, listen, those dating apps are literally here to service women's narcissistic personality. Speaking of narcissistic, we got a special video for you guys tomorrow on the main channel. Really thought out, really real put together. A lot of information. I'm quite sure you guys are going to enjoy it. Dr. Dre had an aneurysm. He's in the hospital. His wife has just been awarded $2 million per month. $2 million per month. Ain't that messed up? Like, you got to think of that, guys. All that money Dr. Dre made, all those resources, the right business moves he's made. Guess what? Now he got to give his wife $2 million of it. Like, what he's like, here's what I laugh at guys when they try to go down the marriage route. You guys gotta understand, marriage is only here to benefit women. Do y'all not understand that? That's what this is. Now, so if anybody tries to say, "Oh man, you don't want to get married, man, you don't love her," no, I'm not an idiot. Because a lot of guys gonna say something like this too, like, well, or women say, well, I would never leave you. Those are just those women. Look at all the other successful marriages that happen. No, but we can look at all the marriages that fail. Women are, guys, women survive. Here's what love is. Women survive off our love, which is stupidity. Which is a male becoming a freaking servant and doing everything he can to make his woman happy, to give him the life, to give her the life that she wants. That's what love is to a woman. And here's the thing, they would never tell you this. They would never tell you this. No woman will tell you this. There's my Snapchat. Somebody asked me to drop it. Darius _M4. Go ahead, add me on Snapchat. Click the link if you would like. Go ahead, add me. The list is so full, but you can still add me. There's the link. Anybody who wants to add me on the Snapchat. Also, guys, make sure you follow me on Twitter. Darius M Network. There's the link. Also, check out the Patreon. If you'd like to contribute, become a patron as well. Got exclusive content on there. Check out the tiers. There's the link. Just shout out how to do. Just think of that, guys. And his thing, I'm not trying to be no cynical black pill guy and be like, but it's time to call facts is facts. You got men, listen, men getting married and being shafted. Getting taken to the cleaners left and right. And it's not even, we're not even just talking about Dr. Dre and Kanye West. We're talking about the average Joe Blow down the street. Dudes that's going through divorce. Dudes that's been married and they ain't having no sex. It's sad, dude. And it needs to come down to the fact that, hey, listen, ladies, you're going to have to sell marriage to us. Because the internet is out. Everybody sees what's going on. Women, listen, all you women, you're going to have to sell marriage to us. Why would it be appealing for me to spend the rest of my days with you? Donate to the Fiji Water Fund, guys. Get on that Fiji fund. Fiji, that's all I drink, man. It's already listen, 2021, it's already been a wake-up call for women, man. And women, they try to say, well, you're going to die alone. Listen, I'm going to say this. Men do not mind having sex and keeping it moving. It's built in us to actually do that. Let's be honest. It's built in men to smash chicks and keep it moving. Now, there are some women who can hook up and have sex with dudes, but after so long, guess what they're going to want? They're going to want to settle down with a guy. So you women are going to have to sell us men. Why should we settle down with you? Now, there's nothing wrong with settling down and getting something long term, but I can tell you right now, my main chick, she's convinced me very, very well. And matter of fact, she convinced me every single week why I made the right decision to hire her to my company. Now, when men start to change their mindset and say, you know what, have a company mindset. What's going to happen is they won't make goofy, foolish decisions like Dr. Dre has done and like Kanye has done. G Money says, I know an old friend who complains how he barely has sex with this girl. They have a 1-year-old daughter. He lives with his girlfriend in her basement. Rest his soul. It's sad, man. It really is. Shout out to Mr. Deshaun Santiago Jackson. No benefits after marriage, believe me. I've seen my mother and father. I ain't ever getting married because of that. It's sad, bro. I've seen a lot of close, blood relatives going through it in their marriage. This is fact. And I always say, listen, the biggest benefit for men in marriage is sex. And here's the thing, you can get sex without a marriage. So what needs to happen is women need to say, okay, you know what? Here's what you're going to get in marriage, because you can't just flat out fool us. Now, I'm not saying all marriage is bad, but under this social construct and contract, you got women having divorce parties, dude. Like I said, like women straight up having divorce parties. Yeah, I divorced him, and they cutting cakes. Like, what the man, it's like, guys, how many of y'all been on dating apps, right? And you see a female saying, oh, I'm going through a divorce. I haven't divorced my husband yet. And then you wind up hanging out, hooking up with her a couple days later, smashing her out while she's still married. It's sad, man. It's messed up, y'all. It sucks. You got a lot of dudes who are actually in committed long-term relationships, and they love their women, but their women, don't really care about them. There's a lot of married women on dating apps, man. Like, Tinder is full of them. Shout out to Brown Horn 975. Tinder is full of women on these dating apps that are married or even in relationships. In essence, every man on this planet is sharing a woman. This is fact. Shout out to Brown Horn 975, contributing, sliding through with this 5 shekels. We're going to open up the phone lines in a little bit. But I always say, for all you Kanye supporters, and guess what? I love his music. Do I enjoy his shoes and his fashion sense? Oh, heck no. I could never wear none of this crap that he got on. Like he got off the garbage. And he's from Chicago, and I'm from Chicago. So there's nothing, I have nothing against him whatsoever. Music is good for the most part. Clothes and fashion sense is absolutely horrible. And when it comes to him choosing a woman, guess what? He chose a female to knock up and marry that was in a sex tape with Ray J. That was being passed around anyway. I tell you guys, man, a woman's history is vitally important. It's important. If you think a woman's history is well, she just she only been with a couple guys, it's all good. No, her history, the guys that she's been with, the type of guys she's been with is very important. Here's what I find horribly funny, right? When a woman has been with a lot of loser trash guys, when she's been with no good guys, and all of a sudden she wants a good guy. Guys, tell me if I'm crazy or tell me, isn't that crazy? All of a sudden she wants a good man after she's had all the Suddenly she's ready to settle down. It's sad. It's a sad day, man. Now, I'm not trying to rag and bag on women, because y'all know I'm living a positive, good life when it comes to women. But you got to realize, man, the vast majority of these women are not long-term girlfriend or marriage material, man. I'm telling y'all. And this is coming from a guy who interacts with a lot of women on a weekly basis, man. I'm out in the field. Listen, marriage And the vast majority of women that you will talk to, that you will lay your eyes on, are not good for you. They've been around the block. They've been ran through. They've been smashed. Matter of fact, a lot of studies show that the more partners a woman has, the harder it is for her to stick with one guy. This is fact, dude. Go look it up. The more sexual partners a woman has had, male or female, the more individuals she's been with, the harder it's going to be for her to stick with one guy. Just think about it. If she's used to that lifestyle, why on earth, it's going to be hard for her to stop and say, well, I'm going to get with this guy. And if she wants to do it, it's out of necessity. She doesn't really desire the guy like that. Now, some guys say, man, is Dr. Dre, Nicole Young, is his wife greedy? Oh, yes. Yeah, guys, you got to understand, man. It's such things have been going on for millions and millions of years between men and women. It's human nature for a woman to want resources and security. They don't care how you got the money. They don't care how you got the security. It's in a woman's nature to want that. And here's the thing. Don't let her get you, caught up in saying, well, baby, I would never divorce you. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You would never leave me. Yeah, right. Divorces are now encouraged. It's sad, man. I mean, when you really look at things, a woman divorcing a guy and taking him for his money, and like, there's no remorse for the guy. Matter of fact, when you look on social media, they say, well, she's the wife, she got to get something. It's like, what the heck? All that hard work a man will put in his entire life, and guess what? He gets his money taken? Because I tell you guys, man, your money is not your money when you get married. All their hard work is her money. See, marriage is not like 70, 80 years ago when your great-grandfather, your grandparents was married and everything like that. No. Social media is out. Women have the options. Women can go here. Women can go there. And that's their right. But you guys got to realize, when you guys are trying to settle down and get married like that, dude, it's almost like you're asking for it. Matter of fact, I've never personally met a married man that said he enjoyed marriage. I've personally never met a man. Now, I've met a lot of men who said, man, don't get married, man. It's a, and they just like, man, my wife gets somebody. And the thing about it is, women don't mind. Women love being married. That's because they don't have to be alone. And they can sell you this dream and package it up and say, you get unlimited sex. No. Because if any of y'all ever been, matter of fact, you could just been in a relationship. Any of you guys have ever been in a relationship or married for that matter, or might have a girlfriend or something long term, you already know you don't get sex on demand. Here's how relationships usually go. Like, if you've been with a woman for an extensive period of time and you kind of the beta, how a woman distributes sex, let's be honest, how she distributes it to you, she gives it to you when she feels good. I'll be honest, man. Somebody stop me if I'm wrong. A woman has sex with you when she feels good. When she doesn't like just feel, she doesn't feel good that day, or she's mad at you, guess what? You ain't get no sex. But guess what? If you mad that day, you can't just say, man, I ain't going to work. I ain't paying no more bills. I ain't doing none of that. You can't do that. Yeah, it literally in emotional installments. Bro, my rent's been married over 40 years, and the way the argue now is so toxic. I cringe. I don't even want to get married. Shut the artist up procedure. We must learn from our forefathers, and some of them still believe it's completely their fault. That's how they portray men. It's our fault. Yeah. Shout out to Artists of Procedure. This is fact, man. Yo, Darius, thought on dating bi women. I've dated a few bi women. It's fun. I'll say that. Because they invite other women into the bedroom. So yeah, of course, dating bi women is always a fun thing. Or girls that been with other girls, it's fun. They've been in group sex thing. They did a lot of different stuff, man. They got a lot of stories. But again, of course, you don't want to wife them. We're not going down that route. It's all in fun and games until they bring a dude. I had a female a long time ago. She was like, yo, so how do you feel about being pegged? I said, what the heck? And I never heard the term, but it crossed my mind one day. I heard somebody say it. So I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, oh, hell no. So I was like, man, I didn't even deal with her. I stopped dealing with her. She's like, did she start opening up about, yeah, I used to do this to like, she had a boyfriend that she went to Southern Illinois, right? And she was like, yeah, she had a boyfriend that she used to peg when she was down there. I was like, man, I cut that girl up, man. Get out of here, man. And his thing, she was like, yeah, a lot of guys like it. She's like, I pegged like, she's like straight up, a lot of straight dudes like, I'm like, I wouldn't doubt it. Because dudes are so thirsty, they would be down for that stuff, man. Like, so guys, when y'all out in the field and y'all start dealing with more women, you're gonna run into these type of conversations and stuff. You're gonna run into these type of women. They're gonna, it's just crazy. I had talked to this girl. She was like, yeah, she was in this little cult, this sex cult, and she was like, they used to. I try to keep it PG because I gotta get this monetized. Guys don't donate. Guys don't donate like that. So what she was like, yeah, we used to like bite plugs in each other. And I'm like, what the heck? And it was just a jump off chick. I used to just hang out, smash her. And she, just expose her. And she was like, they used to literally bite plugs in each other until they started bleeding. Like, I mean, she disclosed so much. I'm like, yeah, guys, that's what I'm saying. Y'all got to get out there in this field, man. Y'all got to see it's so much stuff that I just can't talk about on YouTube, or I got to keep it PG on both channels because, listen, I got to get paid somehow. But on top of that, I ain't trying to get the stuff taken down. They can't take down empires, right? So I have so many conversations with different women. Teachers. I'm talking about the 4th and 5th grade teachers and kindergarten teachers that be teaching the kids. They be doing all type of stuff. And here's what's funny, guys. Every woman has that in her. Every woman is a freak. Every single woman, point blank, period. Guys, make sure everybody like the live stream. Get a live stream a thumbs up. Let's get to 125 likes before we continue. Also, if you'd like to contribute via PayPal or Cash App, 100% proceeds will go to me. I will put the links up. Go ahead, guys. Let's get 125 likes in here. We got 235 people. Give it a thumbs up if you appreciate the content. Like I said, we'll sit back and wait. Go ahead, give it a like if you're watching. We'll wait. We'll get 125 likes. Listen, guys, we do this every stream. It should be kind of easy by now, but you got to realize it's funny, guys. There's a lot. The overwhelming majority of guys who watch me don't like watching me. Isn't that crazy? Girls always be looking down outside, can't get any game. Been dry for months, was better before COVID. We'll get to all that, man. Go ahead, give it. We got 125 likes. Go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It's up to you guys. Go ahead. Thumbs it up. Don't let nobody else beat you to it. We'll sit here. Don't wait on nobody else to do it. You do it. Guys, I don't mind sitting here for a long time. It does not bother me. Go ahead. Thumbs it up. I know it's hard. Matter of fact, here's what we'll do. Since guys want to take a long time, let's give it 150 thumbs up. 150 likes. So 25 more likes. We'll sit here. This is kind of why we got the member-only live streams, so we can separate the wheat from the calf. This is why we got member-only live streams. Because I want soldiers in the hill who gonna support, even if with a like. We'll wait. It gets hard sometimes, don't it? Huh? Go ahead, thumbs it up. Listen, it's up to y'all. It ain't up to me. It ain't up to me, man. It's all on y'all. I have nothing to do with this. I'm just a messenger. Right? It's hard, man. It's hard for guys to support other guys. You know what I found funny too? When it comes to guys supporting, like, let me not talk. We ain't there yet. You know, when it comes down to guys supporting other individuals, oh, see, I know somebody took it away. Should we get to 200 likes? Ain't this Sam? Go ahead, thumbs it up, man. If we dip below. Oh man! All right, let's keep going, man. I appreciate all the men who do thumbs it up. All the guys who don't, who are frustrated with their life, it's just an indictment on you. Shout out to Terrell Torrance for contributing 10 shekels. He's always supports me and contributes. Here's what's funny about. Excuse me. Let me get to the what's the name super chat. Michael says girls always be looking down outside. Can't get any game. Been dry for months. Was better before COVID. Here's the thing. Not every girl is looking down. There's girls who have their heads up. Trust me. I was just outside doing a video yesterday. Females looking at me doing a video. I was walking down the street doing a consultation with a brother. Shout out to Caleb. And he's trying to get together. He's getting together with a girl this Sunday and everything. And I was about to, shoot my shot at them. Get them on camera so they can ask a couple questions. But I had a consultation. Right? So it's a lot of different women. Trust me, there's women out there who... The reason why they got their head down is because they don't want you to talk to them. I'm telling you guys, it's not normal for a person to deliberately not look at you. So they're doing it because they're like, okay, you know what? It's because they don't want you to talk to them. That's why women do that. It's just a sign of disinterest. Trust me, I had a lot of women do that to me. I had a lot of women look at me in my eyes. I had a lot of women who you walk, because just think about this. You have a person that's walking. You're telling me you're gonna turn this way, or look this way, or start looking down at your phone. That's because they don't want to look at you. They don't want you to talk to them. It's just that simple. So go look at the women who you make eye contact with, and then talk to them. Or here's the thing: even if they do look down and they're looking at their phone, all you just say, "Hey, how's it going?" My name is Michael. What's your name? And you just chat from there. The easiest quote unquote pickup is, hey, how's it going? My name is Michael. Hey, how's it going? My name is Darius. What's your name? And you extend your hand and you just give a handshake and you go from there. You don't need to oh, I saw you over there, beautiful. You're more beautiful than a rose. All this, whatever pickup. I never even got into that like pickup lines and stuff. Because that stuff is just cheesy. Like I heard it do like something about if I had one wish, all this like man, pickup lines are basically for dudes who see women as the prize. So they feel as though, man, I gotta come with something crazy extravagant for her to like me. No, you gotta just have a normal, hey, how's it going? My name is Darius, and have a normal conversation. Too many dudes treat women like they're some prize. Would you make a bi girl your main chick or not? I've been with like four, I think more than well, I have been with a lot of girls who have been with girls, but they said they weren't bi though. Like they just like, oh, I kissed a girl, I hooked up with one or two girls, but they didn't consider themselves bi. The women who I've been with who were actually bi, no, I wouldn't make them my girlfriends. Because they're not girlfriend material as it is. I mean, it's just strict. Bi women, they're just promiscuous by nature anyway. I'm not gonna make them my girlfriends or my main chick. I'm not gonna do any of that. They're just there that we have fun. Hey, bring one of your girlfriends and everything like that. If a girl's gonna be my girlfriend or my main chick, she's gonna be traditionally conservative. She's not gonna be traditionally liberal. I don't make liberal girls my girlfriend. Strictly conservative. That's the main chick. And too many guys, like I said before, guys have issues with this, with putting main chick and side chick, or in different categories. John Hammond said he has no interest in bi girls. That's just me. I don't mind bi girls, but the thing about it, a bi girl is not going to get my companionship. Because just think about it. I mean, me knowing you bi, I mean, you just it's just a fun time. We hang out, hook up, have a good time. We can laugh, but I'm not trying to settle down. I'm not even trying to be with you as far as committing a long term or going out like that. Girls be too much effort to impress. Here's the thing, Gareth McLaughlin. Women aren't too much to impress. And guys, make sure y'all hit the super chat if you guys have any questions, donate to the church. Women aren't too much to impress. The reason why they're too much to impress to you, Gareth, or anybody else, is because you feel as though they're better than you. I never try to impress a woman. And here's the thing, Gareth and all you guys, if you feel you have to impress her, let's say hypothetically you get the girl by using some crazy pickup line or whatever the case may be. What's going to happen is she's going to want you to continue to impress her. Because I always remember, however you start is how you're going to finish. So if you start out cool, calm, collective, hey, how's it going? Hey, we should get together, hang out sometime. I'm not trying to take her out and wine and dine and all this stuff like that. What's going to happen is that's the type of woman you want to be with. A woman who you don't have to impress. Matter of fact, she should be impressing you. I always say this, guys. Listen, man. Women need us more. We don't need women. I don't need a woman. Do I want one? Do I have one? Yes. I have a main chick, but do I need a woman? No. Because a woman can't do anything to significantly change my life. My main chick noticed. They can't do anything to significantly change it. As a matter of fact, I can say this. I'm going to be honest. Your life most likely will be significantly better if she wasn't with you. Now, I'm not throwing shade on any of your girlfriends or wives, but the amount of emotional maintenance it requires from a woman, the amount of attention and planning and all the stuff that a girlfriend or main chick requires, when you look at it, you like, man, I could have just been smashing you and hooking up with you. Like I straight up could have just been hanging out, having sex, keeping it moving, and guess what? I would have been cool. But what women try to do, they try to like coerce you and make it seem like, oh, okay, we together now. Like, guys, you understand? Guys, women be putting this stuff, like, they be forcing monogamy on you, yo. We gonna get back to Kanye West and what's his name and the whole marriage debacle and Dr. Dre. But guys, man, every woman forces monogamy on you. And how they force it, oftentimes they just come over, have sex with you. Y'all be hanging out there. She'll just keep coming over. She'll just y'all keep hanging out there, and you're like, oh, okay. Then she give you sex, everything. Like, okay, cool. Oh, well, all right. And then she might say, so what are we? Or she'll just like try to invite you to like a family function or like a +1 wedding. Like she'll weasel the monogamy part in. Or she'll say like, hey, you want to come to a work picnic? Like something that's like formal. And that's because she like is trying to, not necessarily force you, but she's just easing monogamy on you. And let's be honest. Your ideal situation with a woman is to just hang out, have sex, and then I'll see you later. But women ain't trying to have it. That's why they be getting mad. Have y'all seen like women get mad when you just want to like have some casual? Or like women put on dating apps like no friends with benefits. What they're basically saying is, hey, I want a dude who's gonna listen to my crap if I give him sex. I want a dude who's gonna deal with all my mess if I give you the sex. That's what no hookups. That's what like no friends with benefits, or I'm looking for something long term, ready to settle down. That's what all that means. I'm looking for a guy who's gonna pay, be it monetarily or emotionally, who's gonna pay for me to just to have access to my body. And that's how it's been for millions of years. So there's no knock on women. It's just that's how they get what they want, and it's survival. That's why I tell you guys, man. Guys, don't you gotta love being a man. I love being a guy because ultimately, see, too many guys they be hating women because they don't understand. They haven't been around enough women, and they don't know how what women really go through. And I'm not saying you be sympathetic or have empathy towards them because women be doing some dirty stuff. But guys, the life of a woman is kind of messed up. First of all, they have crazy emotions. They barely can control it. Second of all, like guys think like, man, dating is easy. Yeah, it's the reason why it's easier for women is because they can get sex. But guys, I'm telling y'all, man, these women out here, they mad, they angry because more often than not, they're with a guy who they don't even really want to be with. They just need him for security. They just need him for a shoulder to cry on, for a couple bills to be paid, for a roof over their head. So most women are actually in relationships with dudes who they don't even like, number one. Two, most women, they can't even get a boyfriend. Like y'all think it's like most women cannot get a boyfriend, y'all. You know what they can get? They can get smashed and they can keep moving. Because here's the thing. Here's why most women can't get a boyfriend. Because the guy that they really want to be with, that guy has options. And that's where the whole 80-20 rule comes into play at. Right? Most women, they want a guy who other women want, and then on top of that, they don't want to work for the guy. They don't want to put in no work. They don't want to, do anything to like win the guy over. I just find it so funny and ironic. Like a woman wants a quality man, right? Let's say you're a quality guy. Let's say I'm a quality guy, which I am. What's going to happen is they want a quality guy who has options. Here's what's funny about it. They want a high quality guy. I'll use myself as an example. Who has his life together, who's hitting on all cylinders, who's clicking, who's in shape, who's attractive, all these different things. They want that guy to commit his life, stop having sex, and just be with her. And they want him to pay for basically almost everything and deal with her crap and be there for her and protect her and provide for her and be her security and listen to the in-laws and go to the +1 weddings and all these like that's like the delusion of a lot of women. And that's why a lot of women are like upset and sad. So guys, you guys have to look from it from a different lens, right? You got to realize that, man, we actually have it good. Because let's be honest, guys. If you on your P's and Q's and you listen to all my videos on how to attract women, how to talk to them, how to do it, what's going to happen is you're going to get women like that. You got to be hooking up and having sex. And you're like, man, I'm glad I'm a man. It's fun because you actually control the commitment. At the end of the day, commitment is controlled by the man. Girls still be using COVID as an excuse. That's because they don't like you. That's because they don't want to be around you. Trust me. They use COVID as an excuse because they don't really like you like that. So they say, oh, I use COVID, like pandemic, dude, man. These chicks, they get banged by all type of dudes. So don't trust me. Believe me. Shout out to Mr. Michael. Thank you, Darius, out here helping us. I know of one who just recently uploaded a throwback pic of her and her caption, I miss going to the club. Yeah, she just didn't like you. Shout out to Booster Coyote. And guys, you got to realize that most women, they're not going to like you. They'll make them an excuse, and you just got to keep it moving. This is why my cutoff game is so quick. Like, man, I cut girls off like, and it's going to take you to getting used to talking to women, dealing with women, and being in a lot of different scenarios. So you know just when to cut it off. Most chicks don't like most guys, so it's usual. Yeah, most guys, you got to understand something. Most women, and it's going to sound crazy, and I said in the previous video, the reason why she rejects you is because she has an ideal type of guy that she wants to be with. I'm going to give you some game that pickup artists and dating coaches don't tell you. This is what they don't talk about. When you go talk to a woman or interact with her, it's not that you're necessarily unattractive or your game is off or you stumbled or whatever. Women have an ideal type of guy that they see themselves with. So let's say I'll give you an example. Let's say I'm talking to a white chick, right? And matter of fact, I'll use my girl for an example. My girl's a blonde hair, blue-eyed white chick. Some of you probably seen them in Snapchats or she's been in a video. She's a blonde hair, blue-eyed white chick. She's been with one white guy in her life. That's when she was like 14 or 15, like her first boyfriend. But then she's been with a few black guys. So she only finds black guys really attractive like that. So it was easy pickings for me, right? I didn't really have to do like crazy amount of work as opposed to she's like, she's just not really into white guys. So it was going to be kind of difficult for a white guy if he was to ever approach her and shoot his shot, which I'm positive they have, because she's not into that guy. So a lot of you guys are getting rejected because she doesn't date black guys or white guys or Hispanic guys or Indian guys, or that's not her type. Like so many guys like, man, you're dating. No, women have a type, an ideal type of guy that they really want, that they want to be with. And on top of that, you guys got to realize that social circles come into play. So she's gonna look at you like, this guy, he's cute, but I don't think he'd be a good +1 to a wedding, or I don't think my parents approve of him, or I don't think my friends would like him. Or let's say she is a white chick, right? And typically how things go in social circles, like I'm using white chicks for example. The white chicks that I've been with in my life, most of their friends who were white females were with black dudes. Right? Most of them, not all of them, but most of them. So when you look at a girl's social circle, and let's say, keep using myself for example, let's say it's a white chick that I'm trying to talk to at Target or something like that. And her social circle is all white females, but all of those white females only deal with Brad, Chad, Tom, Jeff, white guys. Let's say they only deal with white guys. So it's going to be kind of weird for me, for her to kind of fit me into that category or into her social circle, because I'm the only black guy kind of in the mix. And a lot of guys don't really understand this. They're just like, man, I keep getting rejected. No, you gotta relax, man. I never forget. Was it just before COVID? Yeah. It was something we was doing. I was downtown Chicago with my main chick, and we was walking and everything, and we was downtown at the Bean, downtown Chicago. We stopped in this 7-Eleven gas station because I wanted to get a Slurpee. So she went to the bathroom and everything. And I had, like, when I was walking, we were both walking. This is the side of the street we're walking on. And I happened to see a white chick and a Hispanic girl. They were together, right? White chick had a booty. I mean, man, I'm like, man, if my girl wasn't with me, man. So she had a booty, and the Hispanic girl, she was kind of popped a little bit. But anyway, we're walking, and I could see the white girl just look at me. Like, y'all know how y'all can literally Pog Central. So, we walk into the 7-Eleven, and then I saw the corner of my eye, the white girl stop, and the white girl and the Hispanic girl, they stopped and they crossed the street. Now, my girl, she wasn't even aware of it, right? And she went to the bathroom, and the two girls followed, went into 7-Eleven with me, just to get a peek. And they looking at me and everything, and I'm my girl's in the bathroom, and I'm getting a Slurpee, and I kind of laugh. And then my chick came. I'm like, hey, it was those two girls that followed me into me. She was like, really? I'm like, my main chick, she just, a lot of times she'll, blonde chicks, let's just say that. So she like, I'm like, yeah, those two chicks. So they was kind of looking at me and everything. I knew they wanted to shoot their shot because, I mean, you got two girls, right, that is walking downtown Chicago looking for fresh meat. Let's be honest, guys, you got to realize women be wanting to have sex too. They be on the prowl. They be hoping to meet dudes too. So if y'all think, oh man, these chicks gonna be, they don't be out here doing that. They be just sitting up. No, girls go out. Guys, y'all think women go out just to like reject dudes? No, they reject dudes that they're not into. It's just that women reject dudes that they're not sexually into, that they don't see themselves being with. So I'll say this, guys. If I keep using myself as an example. If I'm trying to talk to a Hispanic girl and she's never been with a black guy, the chances of me smashing and hooking up will be slim. Because she's like, if she hasn't like been with a black guy, or she hasn't kissed, like it usually starts off when they're like in their teens or something like that. If their first boyfriend was maybe black, or they kissed a black guy or held his hand, that's the imprint. So, or she, like, let's say she's a white chick and she finally had a black boyfriend in college. So now she's like, okay, I'm more open to, dealing with black guys post-college or whatever the case may be. So a lot of you guys, like, when you talk to chicks, they just never, and here's what's funny about, like, non-black women, I'm going to keep using it. Like, it's funny. And this is why I love being a black man. Disrespect to any of you guys, but non-black women, white, Hispanic, Asian women, when you're a black guy and they spot you, these chicks be coming around. I mean, they will orbit you, because black men, for the most part, we're seen as like being straight up, direct, bold. So when a white chick is like into black guys, what she'll do a lot of the times is she'll just straight up like eyeball me, like come around me. Because she's used to me she's used to black men being bold and upfront. So if I don't shoot the shot and make it happen, they're like, man, that's not what I'm used to, right? I just went down a whole rabbit hole. Where am I, guys? Make sure you like the stream, man. We dropping you guys gems. Give it. Let's get to 200 likes. Give it a thumbs up, guys. Give the live stream a thumbs up. Get to 200 likes, giving y'all more work. I know these white chicks lately been chasing black guys. A lot of guys, here's the thing, you don't have to be just black, but a lot of, hey, 200 likes, give it a thumbs up. Let's go. We'll sit. Y'all know me, man. There we go. Good. More likes. Let's go. Give it a thumbs up. Good. There we go. All right. We get back to it. Y'all see how easy that is? Get back to it, man. So, I don't even approach girls at this point because I don't see them look my way. I doubt myself. See, that's the thing, Gareth. Notice how a lot of your comments is all you want girls to talk to, you want to interact with women, but you continue to doubt yourself. The more you doubt yourself, like the comments that you put, I mean, it doesn't bother me, but when you comment things, whatever you're gonna talk, whatever you talk about, you're speaking that into your life. You're speaking that to existence. Your words, your comments are powerful. So if you tell yourself, man, girls don't even look my way, guess what? They're not gonna look your way. So here's what I want you, Gareth. I want you to comment, I'm an attractive guy. Women always should look my way. Comment it right now, Gareth. They're probably gonna be hard for you because you're like, man, I don't believe that. Right? You don't believe that, so you have to have a newfound belief system. You have to start speaking your life into existence, whatever you want. I told myself, listen, man, I'm gonna get to 200,000 subscribers by May of this year. Will it happen? We'll see. We're 23,000 subscribers away. So I'm speaking that into existence. You guys got to start speaking these things into existence because when you do, you'll get what you want. Thank you, Mr. Boosty Coyote, for contributing to the Fiji Fund. Love you, brother. Listen, guys, y'all got to get on this Fiji water, man. It is on point. You guys got to start telling yourself things that you want. Because when you talk to yourself and like straight up, guys, talk to yourself. Y'all think? Listen, you start speaking things on your way home, or you driving it to work or driving to car. Listen, such Black Jack Kabuto. You'll see the changes. Do girls like a guy who's laid back and don't talk much, or they like the cocky type of guy? They like both. Women like a guy who doesn't come in hot. When I say come in hot, it means like he's trying to go over the top and trying to please her and trying to win her over. Women want to be treated like normal human beings. This is why I said in the previous video how to get attractive women. You never be an attractive woman's doormat. Women don't want to be your fans. Or excuse me, women don't want you to be their fans. This is why I tell guys, man, you don't have to do all this crazy stuff. Women don't want you to be their fans. They want to be your fans. Because what's going to happen is when they're able to submit to you. Just think of this, guys. Women are beta, alpha, dominant, submissive, men, women. It's never supposed to be you as a man submitting to a woman. You never ever supposed to be submitting. Now I can see if it's her birthday or she's been consistent. She's been coming through and you do something for okay. But I'm saying like just doing crazy things just for the fact that she's a female or she looks good, women don't want that. So they want a laid back, cool, charismatic guy who loves his life, who loves himself. This is why I always tell you guys, what are you doing on a daily basis? Because that's going to impact the type of women you're able to attract. If you're going to a warehouse job, or I should say a job that you don't like going to, when you get off, you be like, man. So if you happen to see a girl in the store, you're like, man, you know what's gonna go through your head, man. I'm glad I'm done with that job, man. You're gonna be looking at your schedule like, man, I gotta go in 2 more days. And you see that girl, she was like, your energy gonna be off. Every woman goes off energy, guys. This is why I tell you, you have to do things every single day that you enjoy doing. That could be taking a shower. That could be going to the gym. That could be you playing the guitar, you going golfing. Whatever you love doing, that will impact your successful women. So go ahead and go to that job that you don't like, and you're like, man, dude, your supervisor probably about to fire you. You got written up yesterday, and you're like, man, dude, how that's going to affect your interactions with women? You will be frustrated, man. Because you're not doing what you want in life, what you love, I should say. Jonathan Lake says, Darius, Jonathan from Lake still here banging Patreon. Shout out to Jonathan Lake, man. Guys, make sure you get on the Patreon if you haven't. I have a coffee date tomorrow. Any tips? Yes, Mr. C Drums 97. After the coffee date, first of all, don't have the coffee date no longer than 1 hour. Because when you get over that hour, mine's preferably about 45 minutes. And I set my alarm, and I set it in my pocket, and if it goes, when it starts vibrating, I say, okay, let's change venues. Because now you need to continue to stimulate her so you can get her back to your place. So after the coffee date, you say, hey, let's go back to my place. Let's watch a couple movies. Now here's the thing. If she declines, okay, you only spent 45 minutes. As opposed to spending an hour, 2, 3 hours at the coffee shop, and you try to get her back to your place. It's 2.5 hours in, and she like, oh, I'm gonna go home. Now you wasted 2.5 hours of your life. So talk with her and get her vibe for about 30 to 45 minutes, and then after that, you say, hey, let's how about we get out of here? Let's I'm gonna cook dinner at my place. I'm gonna cook lunch or whatever, cook some burgers, cook some ribs. And then, we can watch a couple movies and everything. Let's chill. Or you can say, hey, let's go home. Go to my house, man. I got a bottle of wine. I don't live too far from here. Now she says, oh, I'm good. Okay, cool. All right. You don't say, all right, see you later. Bye. It was nice seeing you. I just say, okay. And I walk back to my car. Because what she's telling you is, dude, I don't find you attractive like that. I'm not really into you. So you decline my invite. I'm not going to say bye to you. I'm not going to say I had a great time. I'm not going to give you a hug. I'm just going to say, all right. It's happened to you a lot of times with women. Until I started being straight up. Hey, yo, come straight to my place. Like I stopped doing coffee dates, man. I tell guys to do coffee dates or walk in the park for guys who, ain't, you're not that direct like me. Once you've been out here in the field and you dealt with enough women and you've been on enough coffee dates or enough walk in the park, you're like, man, dude, hey, let's come to my place. I smashed up just a lot of girls just by saying that. I'm gonna cook some dinner. I'm gonna watch a couple movies. You want to join? I had a lot of women say, oh no, I'm good. Or I don't do home visits yet. I had a girl tell me that I don't do home visits on the first day. That's too fast. Guess what? I ain't reply back. I kept it moving. And then the ones that came through, guess what? 9 times out of, I'll say about a good 90% of the time, we hook up, have sex, had a good time because they knew what it was time for. Right? So the coffee date, first date tips. What needs to happen is make sure that you move the venue to your place. Or I should say close to your place. Don't meet up for coffee dates in the middle. If a girl says, oh, let's meet up in the middle. No, because that means you ain't trying to get close to my place. And you're trying to, get some attention, validation, and then get going. Yeah, you guys didn't realize women love that non-sexual attention too. So they'll meet you halfway. And I noticed meeting halfway is the more boyfriend type of vibe. I mean, halfway. Make sure the place is about no more than 5 to 7 minutes from your place. Y'all get there, get in, get back. Easy. Where we at? What signs when you meet a girl right away that she's not sexually attracted to you so I can know for the next times? Well, the signs that a woman's not sexually attracted to you is what she'll do is number one, you'll try to invite her back to your place and then she'll decline. That's number one. Number two, you'll probably bring up some sexual, like, oh, you like your hair played with, you like your hair pulled, and she'll like decline. Or she'll be like, oh, not really. She do. She just like if a girl says, not really, or like she's like, I had a girl tell me like, it's kind of, we're talking about that stuff too fast, or like something like that. Like it's too early to talk about the type of stuff. Like they'll, that's because they're not sexually into you. That's why they want your attention, or they see you as more boyfriend, long-term material. So they try to, domesticate you. Women love domesticating dudes, man. Other tips, what she'll do is you'll like say, you'll try to bring up anything more sexual, and then she'll just dodge the question. Like she'll answer it real quick, like, yep, and then she'll like, so I'll give you an example. Like I was at a coffee date so long ago for the girl, and then it was funny. pushing the sexual envelope, and it was like, and Starbucks was about to close. It was like 8 p.m. And I started, talking like, so what's your favorite position? She was like, from the back. And then she didn't even give me a chance to like go into it. She was like, so where'd you go to school? Like she like immediately switched on me. Like I'm like, oh, I went over here. I'm like, oh, she's like, oh, okay, cool. She was like, so I was like, I started just bringing it up. I'm like, so what's your, how long, do you like doing this for? And what happened is she was like, oh, she'll answer real quick, or kind of like seem a little annoyed by your question. Then she'll answer it, but she'll switch to like, so are you close to your family? Like she'll bring up a lot of like education. That's another thing. If she's not sexually into you guys, she'll bring up like education stuff, like where'd you grow up? Are you close to your family? Are you close to your brothers and sisters? Like, does your family get together a lot on the holidays? Like she'll bring up all that type of stuff, like long-term boyfriend stuff, as opposed to like getting into the sexual stuff, because like it's just irrelevant stuff. It's not his thing. It's not irrelevant to her. It's just the fact that she's like, man, I want a boyfriend so bad. I don't want him to smash me and get rid of me. So just like you trying to force your hand and be like, bring up stuff sexual, she's trying to force her hand and like, okay, let me get a boyfriend. Like that's what I try to tell you guys. Women try to force monogamy on you a lot of the times. And you're like, bruh, like, man, I ain't, oh, and let's be honest, you don't care about no school or nothing like that. Like, man, let's be honest. Like, when you meet a girl, you don't care about no, like, family or background like that. You're like, I don't care if your family, like, I don't care about your family. Why should you care about mine? We supposed to be hanging out. Or, like, they'll try to bring up, like, hobby, like, a lot of different hobbies. It's cool, like, I like to do this, but then they'll start talking about like if I say, she say, oh, you like to play basketball? I'm like, yeah. She like, oh, cool. What's your favorite team? And then she'll start going more in depth, and you try to flip it to something sexual, and then she'll like, oh, so you like the Bulls? So have you been to any Bulls games? You're like, oh yeah. And then she'll just be controlling the conversation, just like us men be trying to control the conversation when it comes to sex, like, and try to escalate. She'll just like, oh, so do you like Michael Jordan? And then she just bring up a whole bunch of Bulls basketball stuff. Like, so can you dunk? So when you dunk? What's your what position do you play on the basketball court? Like, I remember this girl like bringing up anything to keep it from getting sexual. I'm like, girl, listen, man, you trying to bait, like, domesticate me, man. These chicks trying to domesticate me, like guys, y'all got to get in the field. It's funny because when you really look at women, they just trying to get a boyfriend. They ain't trying to get smashed. They're like, man, yo, like, guys, you got to understand, these women be getting ran through. Like, these girls, man, they be trying to force you into monogamy, bro. I ain't out of here, man. Like, they be trying to make you be their boyfriend. Ain't like, dude, and even if I could, like, let me consider that. You know what I'm saying? Like let me make you my girlfriend. Don't be trying to force me to, like, commit to you. I don't even like you like that. I like you enough to smash. And this is how guys choose, like, commitment. We gotta smash first. Like, when we smash, we say, okay, let me, the sex was good. She seemed cool. All right, I'll have her around consistently. Yeah, not just a contract with the devil. Just feel like, it's women like used car salesmen a lot of the time. What they'll do is they'll like you come in. Have y'all been like going to buy a new car? It's like fresh meat. So then women are like, ask all these questions about family, friends, and so what do you see in yourself in the next 5 years? You're like, come on, man, like, come on. And then what happens is, just like the dealer, he trying to sell you like, yo, so how about this car? How do you like it, man? Or really, like, listen, man, we'll give you, you want to buy it today? And you're like, just I'll be right back, man. Let me, you're like, Let me test drive some other cars. Let me go. She's like, all right, listen, man. Here's my car. They try to pressure you to buy the car. You're like, I'll be back. And then they call you like, listen, man, let me drive it first. Let me test drive. Let me smash a few times. Then I'll see if I want to be with you. But don't try to like force me into some monogamy and I ain't bust your butt. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no head yet. Like, this thing, your head game could be weak. I ain't run through, none of that. But you trying to force me to be with you? Out of here, man. Not in the long term like that. Another question, he says, should I ask a girl for her number straight up online because I can't get out much now, so I can ring her after lockdown? For starters, Gareth, you might have to have a one-on-one consultation with me. I'm be honest, because it's a lot of stuff that you got a lot of things that are. I can already tell if you out there in the field, you got a lot of minds that you can walk on. So go ahead, shoot me an email. Let's set up a consultation. But to answer your question, you should, or if you're online dating, which I'm not a big fan of, but if you're online dating, all you got to say, hey, text me. You give her your number, and then she'll text you. If she says any excuse like, oh, I can't do that, I got to get to know you more, she's like, or, that means she ain't into you. So all you got to say is, hey, all right, text me. Or I used to say this, I'm really on here, just text me. Here's my number. And I give my number on whatever dating app, and then they shoot me a text, and then we go from there. But ring her after lockdown, bro, lockdown is people going to be wearing masks for the next, I don't know how many years. Like, this whole state of this lockdown pandemic, it's going to be going on for years, man. So, guys, you got to understand. And Gareth, y'all be like, you guys got to, it won't end for another 4 or 5 years, man. People not, minimum. Real talk. So, if you're talking about ringing her after lockdown, dude, okay, let's just say hypothetically, Gareth, you do it your way. Let's say you're like, man, Darius, your advice, man, whatever, man. Let's say you do it your way and all you guys try to wait till to hang out with women after lockdown. Guys, remember like in March, dudes was like, okay, I'm going to talk to women and I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to hit you up when lockdown, when things get lifted. I remember I was a dating coach said, yeah, just like call, text her or he was like, have a FaceTime. Here's how a lot of dating coaches, their advice is so horrible. I remember this one guy was like, have a FaceTime, thing with a woman for like 10 minutes, then tell her, hey, I'm gonna hit you back. Let's get together after this lockdown get lifted. For starters, the lockdown hasn't even been lifted since March, since the whole thing started. Right? Now, I guarantee you she's getting banged by some dude like myself who's going straight up, hey, let's get together, hang out. He ain't even concerned about, the lockdown, man. Wait, let's wait till it get lifted. No, listen, man. You can put on your mask and I can smash you from the back. You can put on your mask. I can still smash. We can hook up, have sex if you feel that way. But I mean, listen, if you're trying to hang out or whatever, and trust me, guys, all these women have been having sex. Matter of fact, their sex drive has hit its, peak. You know why? Because they can't get in these bars like that. Here's what a lockdown is so amazing. Guys, you got to understand, women can't get into a lot of these bars and clubs like they want to, which means that's how they get their validation. So now they're like, man, in order for me to even hang out with a guy, I got to basically go to his place, right? Even Starbucks, a lot of them closed inside. Most of them is. So they got to go to your place anyway. I know Illinois, restaurants closed inside. So where can you go? You got to, if a woman says, let's go on a date. How? We can't go on no date, man. The only option is to my place. This is why I love the pandemic, man. You run through these chicks. I love the pandemic. It just, guys, you gotta understand, you gotta really look at things for what it is. Too many guys are like, man, I gotta wait till the pandemic over. Do y'all think like they're gonna just say, okay, we lift? And here's the thing, it's state by state. So let's say in Wisconsin, they lift the lockdown, right? They say, okay, no mask. Well, in Illinois, they still got the mask on where I live. So what, you gonna cross over to Wisconsin or something? No, all you gotta do is say, hey, let's come on over, let's hang out and See, too many guys are playing it safe with these, pandemic. Like, I'm gonna play it safe, man. I'm gonna wait till it get lifted. Dude, it's all about each state has its own legislature and its own rules. Right? Each state. Don't drive and I go for girls 20 minutes away. So you got to realize, man, the pandemic these pandemic makes females want to have sex with you even quicker because they can't go to these different venues and get attention and grind up on dudes and dance and every stuff like that and then they get they got dudes tapping them on the shoulder. That's all masculine touch. They can't get that, so what they got to do, they got to okay, let me hurry up and go to this dude house because they're not getting that actual stimulation. Guys, you got to understand, it's only so many likes and comments a woman can get. She only can get so many. Then after that, she like, man, I'm trying to, go, meet up with a guy. Man, it's so easy to meet up with these chicks and during pandemic, man. You nail these chicks left and right. All of them desperate. They love penetration. They love getting their back blown out, man. Straight up and down. They love that. Getting nailed. Pandemic pipe. Seriously. Pandemic pipe. Guys, make sure y'all like the live stream. Let's get to 250 likes. Go ahead before we continue. We got UPS pipe service. Now we got pandemic pipe service. Nailing them. Knock. Straight up nailing them, man. You playing no games. That's why, like, guys, this is the easiest time for you to be direct with women. You got to be direct. You ain't playing no games. I need to stop worrying about these chicks and worry about my goals. Well, here's the thing. But Gareth, you was just talking about how to get women. See, that's the thing about too many guys, Gareth, and yourself, and you guys try to say, okay, because you was just commenting on how to get women, and then now you're like, man, I'm gonna stop worrying about this. I'm gonna worry about my goals. No, because go ahead, continue to worry about your goals, which I want you to do. Of course, that's what us men are supposed to be. That's number one. But at the same time, you're putting a Band-Aid over the little cut. Because you want women, but a lot of guys try to say, oh, I'm gonna worry about my goals, man. Okay, listen, I'm all for goals. Keep worried about your goals. That's what I want y'all to make money. I want y'all to do what y'all want to do. We all know that comes number one. But what's happening is guys are focusing on their quote unquote purpose and goals, which I hope they are. And then they're like, because they can't get the women that they want, or they can't get women to cooperate, or they can't get sex, so they try to say, "Listen, I'm gonna focus on my goals. I'm just going, man, forget these girls, right?" You see how he said, "Forget these girls," but you want the girls, and you just kind of irritated because you don't have a blueprint on how to get them or how to interact with them. So now you just say, I'm focused on my goals now. Oh, forget it, guys. There's a lot of dudes that do that. I did that many years ago. Like, man, these girls, man, forget it. Because I wasn't getting the sex that I want or the girls that I wanted. But here's the thing. It was just a little Band-Aid over the fact that I wanted that. So when I focused on my girl goals, after I was done for the day or for the night, I still want to interact with women, right? So you can do both, guys. You guys, you can do both. I want you to do both. But of course, goals and purpose number one. Pandemic pipe. Guys, make sure you get a live stream and like, man. Pandemic pipe. We ain't playing no games, man. Nailing them. Straight up nailing them. I'm gonna watch more of your videos after the stream. Yeah, Gareth, man, I give all that work on the main channel, man. I got it the playlist divided up in categories. I got how to attract women, dating and relationships, red pill for all you red pill guys who still want it, and then I got I think what self development. Then I got like one social experiment. So I got a lot of different things, man. I need to stop worrying about these chicks. Worry about my. Let's get to this Kanye West debacle. I know we always drift off, man. See, it's like an information overload. Y'all gotta forgive me. So Kanye West, man, you guys continue, not you guys, but most men try to wife women who have been ran through by a lot of guys. You guys gotta realize it's gonna come back to hurt you. It's gonna come back to bite. You guys think that oh, just because she slept her, that's just her past, man. If you can forgive her. No, you don't forgive a woman's past. Now, some women can hide it, but here's what's going to happen. You can tell if a woman has slept around. You can just look at her and tell. If you can't tell that she's a freak and she slept around with a lot of different dudes, I don't know what to tell you. Stop trying to wife women who have been passed around. Me personally, I wouldn't want to marry. Now, if I'm just, hanging out, hooking up, that's cool. But I wouldn't want to marry a girl who's been ran through by a few dudes or who's had multiple threesomes and stuff. I wouldn't want that. Like, just think of that, y'all. Like, your wife smashed this dude, that dude, that dude, that dude, that dude, that dude. She had a threesome with those two dudes. Some dude smashing her from the back while another dude throwing her, busting in her, busting her mouth, and then they both switch off. All right, man, let's switch off, man. Knock, 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 knock. And they switch off, knock, knock. Then they sitting there relaxing. And guess what? She's sitting, and then you come down the road, and now you, I for the wife. Like, here's the thing. A lot of women will be upfront and tell you that they had different sexcapades. They'll straight up tell you. Like, guys, you know how many women who like wanted to be with me in a relationship, like they straight up told me like the stuff that they did, and it's like, dude, did you not know how to shut up? A lot of women don't care, man. They just be straight up, bold, and honest with y'all, man. So, guys, if you like a one-on-one consultation, shoot me an email. And now you have Dr. Dre. He created Beats by Dre. Looked like his ex-wife, or soon ex-wife. She looked like she looked like a man. It's just he's in such a horrible place. Now he had a brain aneurysm. He in the hospital. And they talking about pray for Dre. Guys, listen, the end times are here. Yeah, a lot of y'all listen to this on Beats by Dre. You got the headphones. Guys, I had a pair of Beats by Dre headphones, man. It was nice. It was red. It was years and years ago. Never forget. I'm like, man, it was nice. Just think of that. Now he getting castrated. So basically, if you buy any Beats by Dre headsets, deep down, it's going to go towards the wife's pockets, man, the ex-wives. Just think of that. Now, I'm not telling you to do what you do with your bread, with your money, but I'm just saying. All that hard work and what he's known for is being. And here's the thing. The reason why she's divorcing him is because it's just for irreconcilable differences. And they say he cheated, but really, this is what I'm saying. Like, dudes, wealthy dudes get married and then they cheat on their wife. Dude, you have access to practically any woman that you come into contact with. Like, literally, you have access to any woman you come into contact with, practically. Not anyone, but basically all women. but you decide to get married. Okay, let's say you just wanted some kids. Let's say you're like, oh yeah, I want some kids or whatever. Dude, you don't have to get married to have kids. At least you could just pay. If anything, you could pay some little child support, and then that's it. You can keep on. You can be in your children's life. And here's what I noticed about women who you if you're a wealthy guy, if you knock a chick up or whatever, what happened is she'll more so be on her best behavior. Or a surrogate, yeah, exactly. She'll be on her best behavior. As a deal, it's like when you commit to a girl. Have y'all noticed that? Like, not all the time, but for the most part, when you commit to a girl, you settle down, you marry her. Then for some reason, she just started getting disrespectful. That's because she knows she don't got to work for what she got, man. She don't got to work hard no more. She got what she wanted. The proceeds, surrogate cheaper. I hate it when these brothers cuff these no good girls. It ruins it for everyone else. Never cuff these J bags. It's true, man. Never do that. Because when you cuff these women who you know for a fact is no good and promiscuous because you alone, bro, that's gonna ruin your life. And it goes to show how evil a lot of women are. Now, here's the thing, guys. Not every woman is evil. I want you guys to know it, because not every single woman on this planet is out to get you for your bread. There are high quality women who will invest in you, give to you, and be happy with a grilled cheese sandwich and a bottle of water. I'm being honest with you. There's some women out there that's like that. But you got the vast majority of women who are encouraging other women to be gold diggers. Like this whole, these divorces, it's just, because you gotta understand, guys, these women be following Kim Kardashian. They follow these women. And y'all know women either follow two people. They follow either the media, what's going on social media, or they follow their man. So if they ain't following you, they following these other reality superstars, or reality stars, I should say. And here's how you test women, Gareth. You test them to find out. And matter of fact, I got a video on the main channel, how to test women. Go check it out. Should you only approach a girl if she gives you choosing signals? That's my recommendation. But let's say you're at a store and you're doing a little shopping and y'all kind of next to each other. You can bring up something about the shoes, right? She don't have to necessarily give you a choosing signal like that, but that's preferably that's better, because I mean your chances of getting a girl is extremely high, as opposed to you just cold approaching and she's like, "Oh hi," like trust me, your success will skyrocket if a woman's giving you choosing signals. If she's looking at you, my thing is if she looks at you for 2 to 3 seconds, minimum 3 seconds, 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, you might as well, you good to go. You straight up, you good to go for the most part. That's why choosing signals are encouraged. I tell you, look for those, like twirling her hair. I got that all on the Patreon, man. Go become a patron, get on the Next Level Game tier. I got all that stuff, choosing signals, signs, all that stuff, man. You guys like women like it was a one girl a while back. Another sign a woman is give you a choosing signal is like, let's say she's with her friend and she's like, a lot of women know that if she's with her friend, there's a high chance she won't talk to her. So what she'll do is she'll like go around the corner, or she'll separate herself from her friend. It's kind of like a girl code for like, oh, a guy. Like she's giving you the right to go interact with her. So, and this happened to me a handful of times, right? I'm at the store and I see two females and both of them look at me, right? Or one look at me, then it's almost like she just tell her friend was like, hey, stay here. Like whatever, whatever code they got. Then one of them go over here. So that's the key for you to go talk to her. Listen, if a woman wants you to talk to her, she will make it known. I got girls coming up to me before and I had no idea they were into me. I had no game back then. Now I'm just getting into the mindset. Yeah. So they will let you know if they're interested. They'll twirl her hair. They'll do all type of things. Guys, make sure you get a live stream a thumbs up. Let's get to 275 likes. Like the stream before we continue. Two moguls. And guys, give it a thumbs up. We're going to get more into this Kanye West and Kim Kardashian situation. We'll get into the net worths in a second. Go ahead and like the stream. Go ahead, give it a like. Go ahead, give it a thumbs up. We'll sit here. I don't mind sitting here, man. We won't get into the numbers, but we're waiting on y'all. Go ahead, like the stream. We'll wait. I don't mind waiting. It's an indictment on y'all. Go ahead, moderators. Y'all better encourage them. This is why majority of the time we have member only live streams, man. Because a lot of guys, they don't want to support with a like. So we'll get out of them some way. Go ahead. Almost there. It's on y'all. There we go. Here's the thing. Let's get into the numbers. It took a little bit, didn't it? When it comes to both of them facing crisis, oh, we had 274. Somebody took it away. Don't worry. I can sit. It is really challenging for guys. The reason why I do that is because you got to understand, when it comes to other men liking and commenting on a woman's selfie, they wouldn't dare do it for a man who's giving them wisdom. Kanye West and Dr. Dre amassed, they are worth $1.3 billion total. I'll say that again. Kanye West and Dr. Dre are worth $1.3 billion total. Kanye West has a net worth of $240 million, and Dr. Dre has a net worth of $800 million. That's crazy. That's a lot of money. Yeah, go ahead. Email me. Let's get some coaching, Brother Gareth. Let's set up a consultation. Trust me, it's well worth it. I always give guys good coaching, man. That's a lot of money. And the fact that they getting torn down by two females that's supposed to love them and care about them to death do us part, but yet and still they getting man. That's messed up, man. That's why a lot of dudes are saying, man, I ain't getting married. I don't blame them, man. I don't blame dudes for not wanting to tie the knot because, man, it's scary. It's like you think your woman's gonna be. Here's the thing: I don't think no man gets married knowing that they girlfriend, or I should say, knowing that their wife gonna leave him. What man has gotten married and said, "Well, I know my wife gonna leave me one day," because he would never get married. But it's a scary world. Matter of fact, even in a relationship, like what man gets in a relationship knowing that his girl gonna leave him? Now, my main chick, I already told her she gonna leave me one day, so it's different for me, guys. It's totally different for me. I told her, I said, listen, one day you gonna leave, and it's not a psychological game I'm playing with her. It's just the fact that I just know the truth. You gonna leave something goofy, and guess what? I'm not gonna care. It almost like it keeps her around. It's crazy as it sounds. And I'm not intentionally trying to do it to her, but you gotta realize that most dudes get in relationships think that their girlfriend, man, she's the love of my life. She will always be there for me. She would never leave, and guess what? Boom. She drop you. And you're like, man, what happened, man? And that's why dudes have a hard time getting over divorces and relationships. And that's why a lot of dudes don't even want to date anymore. Like, I don't blame dudes who don't want to date or get in a relationship or just, for that matter, get married. Because, listen, man, as a man, once you go through one heartache or two or three, it can really damage you. Now, I'm not saying you can stay laying down and be a victim, but I can understand why guys are like, man, it can be a daunting task getting out there. But at the same time, you still want to get out there and interact with women. So you can either, sit and sulk in your misery, or you can, say, you know what, let me get on some game, let me get some coaching from Darius, let me watch these videos. So one, I won't have to go through the mess that I went through. And two, I can get the women that I actually want. See, guys, it's us men, we give out all this wisdom, dating, relationship advice, red pill wisdom, is because we don't want you guys to fall off. This is why we make all these videos, man. We don't do this just stuff for fun. Like, some guys do it for fun, but I don't see, my channels are not just for just to play around. No, I'm actually serious about this. I've been serious for the past 3 years, and the work shows on the main channel. 177,000 subscribers and counting. No interviews, no panel. That's because I'm serious about you guys. I got another banger tomorrow, man. Y'all gonna like tomorrow's video. An old friend of mine got into an argument with me, and he says, bros before, while she was in chat, but then cuts me off. Haven't spoke to him since. That's crazy. Yeah, man. Guys, you gotta realize, man, a man's sex drive, man, they say it's 4 times higher than a female's. Some people say it's 9 times, but it's 4. Our sex drive is 4 times higher than women. So when we see women, we like, oh, I smash. Like, you just, I smashed that. And then just think about this, like, you a man and you get into a relationship with a girl, and then you ain't even getting the sex like you want to anymore. She ain't acting right. It's like you got to give her emotional alimony, emotional payments to have sex. You're like, man, that's why a lot of dudes are staying single. And they're just learning game and pickup and how to interact with women, because they like, man, it feels better to not deal with those headaches in a relationship. Now, here's the thing. I'll say this. The headaches will significantly decrease. Like, I'm talking about significantly if you, one, know what you're doing when you're in a relationship with a woman, and two, you're actually dealing with the right woman and she's investing. Because here's what I found out about women. When a woman invests in you as far as monetarily and doing things, the less headaches you're going to get. See, this is what guys don't tell you, man. And I'll break it down a little more so y'all can understand. The more a woman invests in the situation or relationship with you guys, I mean, planning trips, planning weekend get-togethers, planning weekend outings. Her not just paying, but not just planning, but paying, surprising you with different things. Saying, "Hey, babe, I saw this. This is something you might like." Like when a woman does that, the chances of her starting arguments, the chances of her starting drama with you, I'm talking about, it will rarely, if ever, happen. That's because she actually genuinely cares about you. Right? She genuinely does. So guys, you can tell the dudes who are going through headaches, those are the type of dudes whose girlfriends aren't doing much for them. I promise. It always correlates. It always matches. Even that's why married dudes go through so many headaches, because the wife isn't doing anything for them. The wife isn't bringing them to the relationship or marriage. So guess what? She's gonna nag and complain because she don't really care about him like that. See, when a woman cares about something or someone, when she cares about her boyfriend or husband, she's gonna be feminine. She's not gonna treat you poorly. She's not gonna talk down to you. She's not gonna withhold sex from you. And that's why a lot of dudes, they say, "Man, I'm avoiding relationships." That's because they haven't been with a woman who actually genuinely cared about them, who actually bought them things, who actually was doing stuff to make them happy. This having a main chick be in a relationship, it's a good thing when you know what you're doing. And the vast majority of men, they don't know what they're doing, so they screw. Because let's be honest, the vast majority of women, they just see us men as a utility. Not all women, but most women. They ain't trying to bring them to no relationship or situation. Only thing they're trying to do is leech off of you and get stuff from you. And if they can't leech off you and get nothing from you, then they're like, "Man, I'm out of here." And a lot of men are starting to realize, man, these women, they trying to get over on me. I don't blame men, man. I don't blame y'all. Guys, make sure you get this last stream and like. Let's get to 300 likes before we continue. Somebody asked, what are some ways for you to make money? Some ways that you guys get a last stream thumbs up. Let's get into the ways you can make money. For starters, stop spending so much money. Because let's say hypothetically you make $2,000 a week or every 2 weeks. Let's say you make $4,000 a month, right? Hypothetically. You shouldn't even be spending a quarter of that. Or you shouldn't be spending a half of that. You should be saving half of that money. However much you're making per month, you should be saving half of it. So let's say you make $10,000 a month. You should easily be putting $5,000 in savings with ease, guys. A lot of guys want to know how to make a lot of money. Well, first of all, you have to have a blueprint on how to save money. If you don't know how to save money, I can make $100,000 a year, or I can make $100,000 a month. If I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do with it, if I don't have any sort of guidelines on how to save, me making that money really means nothing, because it's going out the window. I might as well be making no money. I might as well be making minimum wage practically. So the big key to making money is learning how to save it. When you save, you'll see the payoff. So save 50% of your money. Now, how to make money. First and foremost, what I found out, it's not rewarding to do a job just to make money. Like I said earlier in the live stream, that affects. Hey, get a live stream a thumbs up before I continue. I'll wait for a while. He says, I normally spend it when I go out with friends, but I need to cut that out. Yeah, watch your spending habits. Spending habits mean a lot. And I'm telling you, watch out. Like, guys, when it comes to spending money, most of it goes to impressing women. Like, if you have a gym membership, no problem, TJ McAvoy Jensen. If you have a if you have a gym membership, heck, downgrade it to the classic, or for the Planet Fitness $9.99. You don't have to have some sort of extravagant gym membership unless you like to go there. It costs $150, $79.99. Downgrade it. Hey, get a workout system at home. Buy you a medicine ball at home and work out at home. Planet Fitness $9.99. I go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And the big thing is cut down on how much you give women. Like, if you got to, guys, here's the thing. If you got to take women out and you feel like, man, it's just the right thing to do, don't do it. Don't take women out because you feel like you just have to. Take her out because she's earned it. If you spend $10K on girls, you're at a $10K loss. If you invest that into stocks for the year at 40%, you made $4K on top of the $10K. Exactly. We got guys that here good with the numbers. Shout out to the one. A lot of guys, man, that's what I'm saying. You should never have to spend money on a woman. Never. Shout out to Mr. Rolando J. Rios. What up, Darius? I'm heading home from work, then got to see this chick tonight. Shout out to Rolando. Make sure you stay strapped. I started lifting 20K bench press both sides since 31st. That's good, man. So guys, when it comes to making money, you have to know, you got to look at your spending habits. A lot of guys have no discipline. They just buy a whole bunch of stuff, buying drinks, buying women this, and going on trips, I mean, there's a lot of different ways to make money. The one just gave it to you. I just gave it to you. Hey, you can always start a YouTube channel. You can always rake leaves or do a job that you actually want to do. Because I can tell you different ways to make money, but you probably don't want to start a business. You probably don't want to do this. You probably don't want to do that. You probably want to, do something else. But always do something that you actually enjoy doing, because it's going to make the process so much easier. Let's say hypothetically, you like to referee. Let's say you like to officiate basketball games, right? And let's say they pay you $175 a game, right? Then let's say total, I don't know how much a month, but let's say you at this warehouse, they paying you twice as much as that. So they paying you $325. But you miserable, your back hurt, you hear all these, you hear this clap, 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 the whole 8 hours. I mean, they sand, they stuff flying in your face. You gotta wear these PPE, you gotta wear these goggles. You're like, man. And you're like, man, listen, would you want to make that $175 being a referee doing something you love? Or would you rather make $350, twice as much, $350, and go to a place for 8 hours that you just like, man, dude, you like, and you always looking at, I've been there, man. You always looking at your watch like, man, we gonna get a break. And guys, if you had a job that you don't like and you feel like, man, it pay really good, but let me just do it. It's one of the most miserable things, because you're always looking at the clock. I remember I was at this one spot, right? I think I told y'all on the main channel, but I was at this facility many years ago. and they was paying like I think like $30 an hour. It was years and years ago, and I was like, man, this is a temp agency. They said temp to hire, but you can work as many hours as you want. And I'm like, man. So it was like a whole bunch of us. It was like at least 10, 12 dudes. And they was like, man, you hear about the $30? I said, yeah. Then they said you could get hired on after the first 30 days. And I'm like, okay, man. I'm like, and then me and dudes, giving each other death. Like, yeah, we in here, man. They let the gate up because that's because the main employees, they had the badge. So they can just buzz themselves in. And then everybody just seeing like, the new guys, they was like, yeah, fresh meat. And they started laughing. They was laughing at us like, he's like, what's so funny? And we thinking out here like, man, we're going to get this money, man. Man, the gate lifted up, what do you call that? The garage, it lifted. And all we saw was, man, there was so much noise. Yeah, I mean, people flying around. I'm looking like, what the? I'm like, okay, cool, let's get this money, man. We get our PPE in, our goggles. They put me on this guys, they put me on this big thing. It was like a bronze metal thing, and it had like different size plates. So some plates were like this, some plates were like huge, and I had the sand and it had these different. I'm like, I'm looking like, man. And it felt like after they said, all right, time for break. And break is every 2 hours, right? 2 hours, then 4 hours, we get a. So I mean, break come. I'm like, it feel like I'm still shaking. Guys, it feel like I got Alzheimer's. I'm like, I'm still shaking everything, and I'm sitting there like. And here's the thing about you going to a place you don't like going. You looking at the time of the break like, man, we got 10 more minutes. You looking like, psh. So then you go back to your station. Here's the thing, we had a little station, right? And it's like we couldn't even move nowhere basically. And you're just like, I mean, it was just all it was. I worked 2 days there. I said, and I remember the last day, and I never forget. I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and you don't want to be at a job, and I'm sitting there and I'm sitting on the toilet. Y'all know how y'all at a job, but you like, man, I can't wait this over with. So I'm sitting on the toilet like, man, and I'm thinking the $30 an hour, man. I can't pass this up. And I'm looking like, shh. Then I'm debating everything that I said, man. Then I'm telling myself, man, let me get out here, man. Because it wasn't back then, I think 7, 8 years ago, it wasn't a job that was paying $30 an hour like that. With as many hours basically as you want. I think the maximum was 60 hours a week. So I put back on my PPE, I get up, I go back out there working. 20 minutes later, I go to the bathroom again. I said, man, I was trying to give myself a pep talk because I'm like, man, I don't think I can do this. Then I said, you know what, man, I can't do this, man. It's not that the work was hard. It's the fact that it's not something I just not necessarily want to do, but it was just I could see I was losing brain cells. Literally, guys, I was losing brain cells within those 2 shifts. I left, I'm like, man, this is, and then I was riding home like, man, if $30 an hour, I was like, man, you can't really pass that up like that. And I had just got out of the Navy too, so it was a good little gig. And then I'm like, man, and I was mad because I never, left a facility like that, but I just couldn't do it. And I remember this one Hispanic guy, he was like, he had been there for 29 years at the same station. I'm looking like, yo, that's crazy. This dude just been there for that long, man. Crazy. So guys, what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is make sure you guys are doing a job that you love. Guys, man, I'm telling you, when you're doing something that you enjoy, it's effortless. You wake up happy. I enjoy doing this. I have my main job, but this is something I thoroughly enjoy. This is why I'm able to get up here and give you guys this work and this wisdom. Because it's fun for me. I like helping you guys. I like having consultation. I like, doing videos and everything like that. Because I know for a fact that I'm making a difference in you guys' life. So do something that you enjoy doing. Make sure you're getting paid. It's not necessarily about the crazy amount of money, but make sure you just able to wake up Yes, I enjoy my main job, and you're able to go somewhere that you enjoy doing, or do whatever. That's what's gonna make you happy. As you get older, you start to realize, yeah, money is good, but at the same time, you want to go somewhere that you are comfortable at, comfortable going, that you like doing. You don't want to do no job that's like, man, dude, oh, and you always looking at the clock like, man, right? All right, guys, get a live stream a thumbs up, man. Like the stream if you haven't already. Heck, we might as well get to more questions. 29 years doing the same thing. Yeah, it was 29 years, man. 20, like, and he was like, and when I looked at him, like, I ain't gonna lie, he was a cool Hispanic guy, but it's like, you could tell his brain cells was lost because, like, the metal debris, and I noticed, like, he just stopped wearing, he stopped wearing PPE. Like, we all was given, like, a headset, and I noticed when I looked around, he had on his glasses, but he had no PPE on. I'm looking like, dude, like, what? He had no hair protection. And I'm talking about, it was loud in there. Like, guys, man, I kid you not, man. That's how it was sounding. That's because it was so many different parts and moving chains. Like, here's the thing about it. Like, when you was done, like, doing the little iron or cast iron thing, and you put it over here, a new one came around. And it was just, boom, you get it off. And I'm just sitting like, man, it was annoying, but I mean, the job, it was $30 an hour, what, 8, 9 years ago. But his thing, that's why it was $30 an hour. That's why they said, oh, you can work as much as you want, basically, you can't go over 60 hours. That's because nobody wanted to do that. And I was thinking, like, that's why those dudes was laughing at us. We was standing at the gate. They was like, yeah, fresh meat. I'm looking like, fresh meat? Man, we getting this money, man. What you talking about? And here's the thing. It was another Hispanic guy. He was cool. He had been there for like 4 years. He's like, man, he's like, don't quit, man. I never forget. He was because he had work behind me, and I was working right here at the station. And then he's like, hey, man, he's like, man, don't give up, man. And he started to smirk because he knows. He was like, man, not a lot of people stay. Like, yeah. Like, and I'm saying, like, do you not see this work? Like, and again, I shouldn't knock nobody. I'm not knocking nobody who worked that job or who works in a warehouse. But I'm trying to tell you guys, yeah, do a job, make sure you're making ends meet and taking care of business. But also work towards your goals and your passion. Make sure you're doing something that you enjoy, so you won't have to constantly do something that you don't enjoy. That's the key. It's like going to a certain takeout, their food is trash, and you go in your favorite one, you're loving it. Yeah. Yeah, he's at 29 years, man. I'm talking about, man. His name was Manuel. I never forget, man. He was, he just felt like he was like, and I remember he used to, I don't know, something was maybe wrong with it. I don't know. Maybe that was just vibe, but he wasn't talkative. He was just like, and I noticed he had this slow type of like vibe to him. Like he just like, it was a perfect job for him because he didn't have to, move much, and it didn't take much. It didn't take any thinking at all. It just take, it didn't take much, man. So, but some guys, they love it. I mean, heck, he getting good money. I'm positive now, but it just wasn't for me. I say that, and it wasn't for a lot of guys. It takes a special type of guy to do certain jobs, right? And if you try to make the men's meet, you got to do what you have to do. It's part of the game, man. Guys, make sure you guys get this live stream a thumbs up. Everybody in here, if you appreciate the content, go ahead and like it. Guys, if you like a one-on-one consultation with me, shoot me an email. The Navy was fun. It has ups and downs. I give it that. I'll say it's being out to sea for all those months and years. It can take a definite toll. It's not for the it has its ups and downs. Let's just say that. Can you do a long stream? This ain't a long stream. This is a long stream. We've been in for about 2 hours, man. So, and again, I always leave my live streams up. Guys, y'all donate to the church, man. Hey, keep this thing going, man. We used to put resources in the generator. Keep this thing going. Y'all donate to the church, man. Got 236 in here. I remember a couple years ago on the main channel, I did like a live stream that was like, man, it was like 7 hours. It was like 6 hours. And I was practically falling asleep, man. Like, man, I'd never do that again. I just got a girl's number from work today. Would texting her tonight appear too needy, or should I wait? I might see her tomorrow, but I'm trying to make things happen. No, just text her today. See, that's a lot what a lot of guys do. They say, oh man, I'm gonna wait the generator fine. They say, I'm gonna wait, man. I'm gonna wait for like I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. No, text her tonight. Because here's what I noticed about women, guys. When you play games, they start playing games. Like, they double down on it. Because women, they're passive. And guess what? They tend to follow us for the most part. So what's going to happen is, if you get their number and you wait like a day or two, and they know they gave you their number, and y'all exchange contact information, what's going to happen is they'll like wait a day or two. They'll do something goofy like that. They'll wait like 8-9 hours because they see, oh, he's trying to play that game with me. So let me do. And a lot of women, believe it or not, not a lot, but there's some women, they want to let the game cease. They ain't trying to play that game like all the time, especially if that they find attractive. So what they do is they like, man, they try to go off you. And I notice, if you act enthusiastic through text, or if you text them let's say you got a number at it's 8:40 right now, and I text a girl like at 10 o'clock. I say, hey, it's Darius. What you up to? Right? Oh, hey, it's Darius from the gas station. How's it going? Hey, it's Darius from Target. How's it going? Hey, it's Darius from Walmart. How's it going? I don't need to text them the next day. Text them that night. It's not about being thirsty. It's about, hey, I'm being direct. I'm letting you know, listen, let's get this me. So when you direct, she says, okay, this is guy, he's not about games. So let me let him know that I'm ready to follow his program. Because a lot of dudes, man, they passive, man. They very passive. They scared, so they wait around 2-3 days, a week, and act like that's gonna do, man. Be direct with these women. It ain't about you being thirsty. What's being thirsty is you double texting them, number one, or you asking them more than once to hang out. And she like declined the first time, for sure. Like, all you gotta do is ask her, hey, let's get together and hang out. If she like gives you an excuse or declines, low interest, number gone, delete text thread, on to the next. So listen, you got a number, make something happen, man. Because here's the thing, it's better to be direct and straightforward than to be passive and sit around and say, well, I'll maybe, one day I'll get back to it. No, let these women know now. Let's get it, man. Because this thing, if she's not with it, at least I know that she ain't with it within the first hour or two, or 7, 8 hours, not 7, 8 days. While I've been giving her all this non-sexual attention, blowing her line up and texting her and playing these games and sending these different memes and stuff. Like, man, no, man. You trying to hang out? You trying to hook up? You trying to have a good time or what? She ain't with it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna move on, and you gonna, go deal with somebody else. It's just that simple, man. No games with these chicks. Nothing but being direct, straightforward. And if she ain't with it, cool. How to do that? More hours to the generator. No problem, Mr. Rolando J. Rios. How long did it take to get to you where you are, your main channel? It took what 3 years? But like I noticed with YouTube, they do things in spurts. Like if you guys, if you're a YouTuber or content creator, you know the algorithm pretty well. This is why it's easy for you to pop off a video. Like tomorrow's video, like it's like I'll say this. I know which content to put up. I know how to work titles. I know how to, I know things to put in videos, thumbnails, that's gonna make you guys click the videos. Now I'm not manipulating because it's gonna be a good quality video with good information. But when you on this YouTube game, that's as we called it, and you're a content creator, it's a different world because what you're trying to do is yes, get clicks and views and whatever case may be, but you're also trying to grow your channel. And I'm also trying to service you guys. So if you want to really grow a channel, what I found out is you got to give advice. You can't be like ranting and raving. Just look at the guys. Just look at the big channels. I'm talking about the real big channels. I'm not talking about your little bitty red pill channels that got 50, 30, 40,000, 50,000 views, maybe 100,000. I'm talking about the channels that got like 500,000, 600,000, a million. Those channels, what they're offering is advice. They're offering tips. This is why, like, the channels that I look up to, that I'm subscribed to, I'm building my blueprint. I'm not copying them off the channels that have like 1 million subscribers. I'm not gonna look at somebody who has like 200,000 because I don't want to be like you. I want to, it's kind of like you going in for business. I'm gonna try to befriend the CEO of that Fortune 500 company because I one day want to get like that. So if you want to grow a channel, what you got to do is look at guys who are big. Look at content creators who are huge. Right? And then when you do that, you're able to get, really formulate the content. What made you want to make YouTube videos? I went through a breakup I think 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago. And then I made my first video in my kitchen. I never forget. And I was just venting a little bit, putting stuff out, and then dudes started catching on and everything. And then I started, just being a little more creative. So the content really started to blow up. So basically, you could say over a breakup or just, things didn't materialize how I wanted with a particular woman or women. So I said, man, just like a lot of guys, y'all, they find content and they're like, okay, cool. Let me, let me start a channel. But if you want to grow a channel, you got to know what you're doing. Because a lot of guys I've coached on how to create a channel and what to do. What they do is they start one and they quit. But you got to continue to go. You got to continue to push forward. You got to continue to be creative because we are content creators. This is why, guys, the channels that don't really blow up or that don't get big are the channels who do reaction videos. Right? Because that's not offering someone value. People want to subscribe when people subscribe to me, and the people that usually comment on my main channel, what do they usually say? If you guys look, man, Darius, you saved my life, man. I this tip was great. I just used this on a girl, man. I appreciate you, man. Man, this is something that I wish I found you 20 years ago. Subscribed, as opposed to a guy who's talking about some TMZ stuff that happened in the media every single day, or pulling up articles that doesn't have any longevity like that. Because at the end of the day, let's say I put up a video, how to talk to women, 5 tips on how, to interact with women or talk to women. a dude can come back 4 or 5 years later and watch that video. When it comes to a TMZ, like something happened in the news, who gonna come back and listen and look at a video that happened with, some dude, a marriage proposal going wrong? Ain't nobody trying to look at that stuff 4 or 5 years later. But guess what? Dudes always need content and information on how to become better. Every man needs that, right? This is why my channel has grown to where it is, and you don't see me doing any interviews like all these other dudes doing, trying to collab. Get that crap out of here. They don't know how YouTube really works. And I see everything. I see everything. I see most dudes in a recommendation, they ain't getting that many views. They on this dude's panel, they on that dude panel. You see guys collabing. I'm like, man, dudes always, they not really growing like that because they not putting the content that dudes actually need. Because it's the thing, at the end of the day, what do us men look for? We can be like, we like, man, these chicks on some goofy stuff, man. But guess what? After you done, being disgruntled a little bit and frustrated, you done with your red pill rage, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna come right on back around and you're gonna try to interact with women. You're gonna need some advice. You're gonna need some tips, and that's where I come into play. I already know it. You can only stay mad at women for so long until you're like, man, dude, I'm tired of jerking off. Let's keep it 100, man. I'm tired of, beating my meat. I'm tired of that stuff, man. You gonna want some companionship, and some guys, they want a girlfriend. So this is where I come into play. I always play the long game when it comes to this, man. And here's the thing. It helps me in my life. You guys think that I help you. Whatever I'm teaching you guys and the information I'm giving out, I'm actually practicing that in my life. So I'm living a fulfilling life. All the content I give you guys, I'm living this stuff. Right? Did I answer your question? Kind of went in a little depth a little bit, man. Man, this year, man, at around March, man, I'm talking about we outside a lot. I went outside with yesterday's video, man. The reason I haven't been outside because listen, it's cold out here, man. Living in Chicago, it's cold trying to do these videos out here a lot of the times. Plus the wind is blowing. This is the windy city, so the wind is so y'all won't be able to hear me like that. So listen, man, in about a couple months, in March, listen, we outdoors, we doing more social experiments with women. Man, I'm excited for this year. Other than that, man, we're going to end the stream. Hope I gave you enough wisdom. You give real 100% advice, so that's why people put trust into your channel than other ones. Yeah. Other YouTubers didn't articulate simping like Darius did. Now everybody is doing it. A lot of guys, you got to understand, also, when you are doing well as a channel, shout out to G Money, what's going to happen is you'll start to see like people like doing videos like myself. Like they'll use like my titles. Like you can look inside, like some guys might be, you guys might be subscribed to it maybe, but you'll see other guys who like try to copy me when it comes to videos and all stuff like that. But you gotta understand, if you're not talented, it doesn't matter how much you try to copy my title, it's not gonna work. Because the reason why I'm so successful at what I do is because again, I actually live this stuff. So I can't fake putting out a video. I can't be fake about talking about how to interact with women or on how to attract women. I can't be like, oh, smile when you talk to women or, whatever the case may be. And I'm not doing it in real life because if I'm not smiling, if I'm not interacting with women, if I'm not approaching women, how is that going to look when I actually create content? See what I'm saying? When you practice what you preach, you're selling yourself. and people appreciate what you have to sell. So other than that, guys, we out of here. Love you, man. We leaving this live stream up. I already created the video for tomorrow. And we're gonna be live Saturday or Sunday. I think it's Sunday, but we got football coming, man. I'm excited for the playoffs. I'm excited for the national championship for Monday. I'm a huge sports fan. Other than that, love you guys. We out of here.